What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Modified Tour here on NBC. We are at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Goodness, I drew a blank for a second. We're now Loud in New Hampshire, getting ready to kick things off for the second time with the Modifieds at this racetrack, I believe. Second, wait, have we run here? Yeah, we did in '06. Yeah, for the second time with the Modified boys. We are here in Loudon, New Hampshire, getting ready to kick things off for what should be a fun and exciting race for you guys here today. It's a bit of a crown jewel event, the biggest track on the schedule for these modified guys. And yeah, this event will be back for the Northern Modified Tour next season. But now that we're all currently united in one series, we're gonna enjoy it here in just the modifieds. The green flag is waving. Brian King leads us to the green flag and down into turn one as we kick things off here today. On board with Chris Mack out of turn four on the outside. Getting to run down the front stretch as King leads the first lap. Who is that to Mack's inside? I believe that's Burt Myers. Yes, it is. On his inside. Junior Miller right there behind him. And here comes the 81 of Brian Pack to his inside. Donnie Leah right behind those two as well. Sound pack not quite as loud with these cars. I do apologize. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and fix that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and pause. Hold on. Alright, I am back. And I do believe I went back an extra lap, but I wanted to make sure I picked up at the right spot. So we're going to watch this battle play out down the back straightaway with L.W. Miller all over the back bumper of Zach Sylvester there. And another 36 car is Ted Christopher right to his outside. We got a battle for the lead. Chris Mack looking to the inside of Brian King down the front straightaway. Can he get the lead? Mack does have plenty of experience on this racetrack, racing in the MG Cup Series seasons and seasons ago. This is back when every track was gripped up as he takes the lead there, and kind of drove similar. This track kind of drove similar to how it drives with these cars, and that experience definitely showing here as he takes the lead and tries to run away with it. This is the one marquee event on the schedule for the modifieds, or one of the marquee events on the schedule. Nose to tail, bumper to bumper racing down into 1 and 2. Yet again, Gene Pack on the rear bumper of Miller. Here comes Burt Myers to the rear bumper of that 17. As Brian King starts to fade as the race goes on. Fading pretty quickly. It's fast enough to get that pole, but doesn't look like he has that race pace that he needs. And Burt Myers slipped. Now here comes Joey Miller to his inside, or excuse me, Junior Miller to his inside. Goodness. Now Junior Miller did run in the '06 season. All these guys ran in the '06 season. I don't know what I'm talking about. Back when it was just a quick off-season kind of thing. Didn't bring it back for '07, but we did go ahead and bring it back for '08. And now about halfway through the modified season. And what replaced the off-season series, or the modifieds for the off-season series, was late models. The off-season late model series will be back for the 08-09 season. Races in the off-season go from the end of the previous year to the beginning of the next year, right before the new season begins, as they end their season off during Speed Week at Daytona. So that'll be very interesting to see. As you see, this 36 to 15 still nose to tail there. Get an 18 of Donnie Leah on the inside of Brian Pack, battling each other hard for, I believe that's P5, and Leah's gonna clear. That is P5. Down the back straightaway, further back, drivers all over the racetrack, not giving an inch here. As I apologize if the racing may not be as good as you would like. Track definitely looks empty here. There's only, what, 21 cars on the racetrack. Definitely not what a big track like this is made for. It's only about half the MG Cup field, so I can understand if this track feels a little bit empty right now, but trust me, there's still good racing taking place as Chris Mack tries to run away with the lead. Brian King trying to find anything he can to reel that 86 car back in. You have quite a ways to go in this race, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to New Hampshire. Nothing has changed so far, but we do have a battle for third as Burt Myers gets underneath Junior Miller for P3. Can he keep that nose in there? He got a great run in the center of the corner, but will he get that run on exit that he needs? As we head down to the turn 3, it looks like he did. Gets down on the flat to help that car rotate just a little bit, and now he's going to clear Miller, or almost clears Junior Miller, off of turn number 4. Still battling side by side for P3 down into turn 1. This time Myers is going to get him. Clears Miller, but Miller fighting back up high, trying to get that run on exit. You saw him arc it down just a little bit, and he will clear Donnie Leah, who peeked to his inside, but he's not going to get back up to Burt Myers. So Leah's going to have to fall back in line and try and regroup and reform a run back there. Ted Christopher trying to run down Brian Pack. Have to get a great angle of that 81 car. I know it's kind of breaking the fourth wall, but it's just amazing to see. A very interesting and unique kind of camera angle on these race cars, or of these race cars. Very interesting thing they did with this mod. Chris Mack still leads here from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Battle for second heating up, but Chris Mack leads in Loudon. We're going to take another break and jump ahead a little bit more, quite a bit more actually. And Brian King still hanging on to P2 after all this. Battle for third heating up. As you saw, Donnie Leah was in fourth. Junior Miller's going to get back by him on the inside. Just absolutely drove past him like he was sitting still there. The 18 slid up in the corner. And that allows Burt Myers to create some distance. Now Leah's going to hop back, or dive back, into the corner right on his outside. Tried to pin it down on his, not door, but on his bumper bar on the side there. And keep him low, and the 69 got on the flat, got a little loose, had to back out of it, and Donnie Leah is going to clear the 18. And the caution is out. Not sure what for, but we do have a caution. We're going to go back and see if we can possibly pin a reason for it, or if it's just a fun flag, as they would call it in SRX. I do believe it's just a debris caution. Phantom caution, if you will. As Chris Mack had driven 4 seconds away from the rest of the field. That lead is now long gone. Then we're going to have a restart. Green flag back in the air. Brian King with the jump on the high side, but Chris Mack fighting back down low. Mac on the inside is going to run through the corner, and he clears Brian King, absolutely driving away from that 17 car. Chris Mack, your new leader, or continues to lead, rather, down the back straightaway, but King did beat him to the line to lead that lap on the restart. 86 didn't launch the best, but he got a great turn one and absolutely drove away, and there's a hornet's nest behind him throughout the rest of the field as they're all bunched up. Let's see. There's Donnie Leah up high. Can he clear? No. Brian King coming back with a run on the inside, but Leah does get the momentum on exit, and he will be able to clear Brian King down the back straightaway here. King diving back in. He's still stuck on the bottom as he's got another car on his outside. It's the one of Burt Myers way up into the gray. The light gray on corner exit there. As you can see, a result of some of that stuff they put on the track to make it really sticky. Haven't placed that down in a few years, but you see the grooves that are now forming those darker lines, as those are the two lines drivers run the most. So it looks like whatever it was, MG Cup officials did all the way back in 03 kind of enhanced this racetrack just a little bit, giving us two options of lanes to run. Of course, back then they only really ran the bottom and were trying to move each other out of the way. But now you can run the top or the bottom or the middle. Some of these guys going way up out of the dark stuff into the light gray and still getting the run on exit. So this is really the track is widened up quite a bit as you see some bump drafting down the back straightaway between the 36 and the 07, and the 36 Ted Christopher getting loose, and that's gonna check up everybody behind him. As now the 07 trying to look low. Ted Christopher moves down, throwing the block on Frank Fleming. Todd Zegedy right behind, running a groove up, trying to make something work. On corner exit is now Fleming, gets to the inside of the 36. Can he make it stick? No, it's a little too far back. He's going to dive it in anyway. Had to check up big time. Here comes Zegedy to his outside. Fleming still keeping the nose inside that 36 machine. Now he's going to fall back. Now can he hold off Todd Zegedy? Zegedy's way up high, as I mentioned, out in the gray. And no, MG Cup officials did not use PJ1 or resin, as MG Cup officials aren't even aware of what that stuff is, but rather about to break the fourth wall here. Rather, they just went into the track settings and upped the grip a little bit manually. So no PJ1, no resin. Just the entire track had more grip. Then they decided to leave it alone and let the track age, and here it is. Oh Man, look at Burt Myers on the high side making it work. As he just blew the doors off Junior Miller there. He went up a groove and just flew past that 69 machine. Now Brian King looking to follow suit, not quite able to. Just shows you how strong that one car is. Side by side battle back here. Todd Zegedy thought about making it 3 wide, decided against it. The 31 of Gene Pack dives into the corner. Ted Christopher tried to get his nose back on the inside. Todd Zegedy trying to follow Christopher through. Side by side off the corner. Just 5 laps to go here from New Hampshire. More side by side back here. Brian King way up the racetrack. He's going to lose his momentum. Looks like I was wrong about going all the way up into the white, or into the light gray rather. It's that gray seemingly has no grip once you get up out of there, out of that black towards the bottom of the racetrack. 4 to go. On board with Burt Myers as he tries to get past Donnie Leah for second. Myers way up the racetrack, a little bit out into the gray, and that's going to allow Junior Miller to get back by on his inside. And Miller flew up to the rear bumper of that 18 car. Now he's going to have a shot. He's looking low on Donnie Leah, down in the 3 and 4. Looks like it's going to work. Chris Mack with a huge lead in the turn 1. As you see, both cars down on the flat, not the apron, the flat there on the racetrack. As they both tried to make something work, couldn't quite. Or really they could. The 18 of Leah went down to defend, knew Myers was going to dive down there. 2 laps to go this time by. The battle for second heating up just as hot as it's been all race. Finally heating back up after that restart. Chris Mack driving away from the rest of the field, just kind of cruising, doing his own thing in a world of his own up there at the front end of the pack. 69 of Junior Miller doing everything he can to hang on to second. He fought hard to get there. Can he hang on and stay there? As we come off of turn number 4, we'll see the white flag this time by. 1 lap to go for Chris Mack as he continues to increase the gap between he and second place. Junior Miller might be safe and sound. It's now a battle for third. Rages on behind him. The 18 of Donnie Leah up high. Burt Myers down low. Tried to keep his nose inside. Couldn't quite. Donnie Leah's going to take the 3rd spot. Chris Mack wins in Loudon. And we got all kinds of battles happening off turn 4. It's going to be Zach Sylvester, L.W. Miller, and Frank Fleming in that order. Man, what a race. That is going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. Chris Mack is your winner. Hope to see y'all next time. Until then, peace.